Neighbors. Some may actually like their neighbors, others may despise them. However, something we all can agree on is that we never want one that will stalk us. In this video, we're going to be looking at a Redditor who is currently dealing with this type of situation. Here's a quick background. I, a 24-year-old female, live with my roommate, a 23-year-old female, in an apartment in the suburbs of Atlanta. As you may know, Atlanta is super dangerous and crime-riddled right now, so we have a Ring people camera and a digital lock on our door for safety. Now, onto the story. About 3 months ago, the sweet family from across the hall moved out and we got a new neighbor. His name is David, and let's just say he's interesting. When we first saw him moving in, we were a bit taken back from the sheer amount of stuff he was trying to fit in his one-bedroom apartment. All of it was anime merch and Star Wars memorabilia. Definitely gives me hoarder vibes, but not my business. When the moving trucks left and a few days had passed, my roommate and I knocked on his door to give him a welcome to the neighborhood gift basket with some baked goods, dog treats and poop bags for his dogs, and seasonal candles. Apparently, this was not the correct thing to do. After that day, David got creepy. It started innocent enough. He would come to the door whenever he heard me and my roommate coming or going to have a quick chat. Or he would come over often to ask for salt or sugar or toilet paper. Sometimes he would ask if we would come over and watch his dog. But within the past 2 weeks, things have really escalated. 2 weekends ago, we were out pretty late partying at the bars near the Brave Stadium. We ended up getting home around 3 AM, only to find David sitting at the top of the stairs waiting for us. He acted all upset, asked us where we had been, and requested that we tell him if we are planning to be out past midnight. I laughed in his face and he called me a mindless Stacy. Not sure what that means. He also asked for access to our Ring camera so we could make sure we are safe. We laughed at him again and went into our apartment. Here's the scary part. We checked the Ring the next morning and he sat outside his apartment staring at a door for the rest of the night. When we saw that, we contacted the complex to let him know he was acting crazy. They told us to contact the police, so we did. The police told us to contact them if he made any threats, but since we lived in a shared space, they couldn't do anything until he entered our apartment or threatened us. I assumed the complex said something to him because he left us alone for the next 5 days or so. However, this week, he is out of control. He's constantly sitting outside of our apartment. My roommate has started leaving for work an hour earlier so that she doesn't cross paths with him. I cannot leave the apartment during the day because he is constantly waiting outside for me. He has asked me out, left love letters out of our door, on our cars, and in our mailbox. I told him once that I wasn't interested, and he told me that he would kill himself if I didn't go on a date with him. Of course, I don't have that in writing, so the police won't do anything. He has also put up a Ring doorbell of his own so he can track all of our movements, and will leave really creepy sexual notes when we're gone so we find them when we come back. What do we do? Later on, the OP left an edit. Thank you for all the advice. For now, my brother is spending the night on my couch for the next few nights until we can have a sit-down meeting with my landlord. We have collected all of the evidence and Ring footage so we can show how much this has progressed. I'm sure the landlord and the police think we're being dramatic little girls or whatever, so we're not going to take no for an answer. Either he leaves or we break our lease and get our full security deposit back. We are also going to file for a temporary restraining order at the very minimum because some of the commenters said that would be faster than going through the police. Again, thank you so much for all the advice. I'll update you if any crazy shit goes down. On March 14th, she left another update. Thank you so much to everyone who replied in this thread and sent me PMs. I really appreciate all the kind words, advice, and support. Here's some updates. We met with our landlord last week. Unfortunately, they aren't willing to work with us as much as we expected. They will not remove him from his unit. Since we didn't want to spend a ton of money to move, we asked if we could move units within the complex. The landlord offered us a 1-bedroom unit on the terrace level, so my roommate and I would have to share a room in what is basically the basement of our building. Not ideal. We spoke to the police and they said that the notes and letters weren't enough to get someone on stalking or harassment, especially since he lives literally 3 feet away from us. He probably just thinks you're cute. They did keep the ring videos and said that they would contact us sometime this week after they reviewed all of the footage. We have both moved in with my parents for the time being. It really sucks spending $2,000 plus monthly on a place you can't live. We are actively looking for other apartments, but money is tight since we have to buy out the current lease and pay to start a new one. Also not ideal. So not the update we are hoping for, but we are both safe now and that's what's important. If anyone has any suggestions about raising $5,000 in a month, please let me know. My final thoughts on the situation is that I truly feel bad for both women. They tried their best to be nice to the man at first, but then he ended up being a complete stalker. The worst part for me was when they mentioned how when they were looking at the ring footage and they found him staring at their door the entire night. Honestly, if that were me, I would freak out, and it's insane how they're actually dealing with this currently. However, on the bright side, it seems that they're getting support from the people in the comments and most importantly from their family, which is always great. It just sucks that they can't get help from the police or the landlords. Hopefully they can get their way and just get out of the situation. Comment down below what you guys think about the situation or just the video in general. I read all comments no matter what. Also, I have a Discord server where I get to talk to people in this community, so if you're interested, join through the link in the description. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you watching. If you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing, as I will continue to make more of these in the near future. Once again, thanks for watching and have a great one.